driven by Bailey. Today we are in Barcelona in Spirit of Speed, the official dealership of Koenigsegg, Rimac and Rolls-Royce. What we're going to do is a mini-series composed by 3 or 4 videos. The first video is going to be today inside the dealership. So let's stop the waffle, let's go inside, see what cars they have and check out the Rimac Nevera. So we are inside the dealership, in the garage mechanic part of the dealership where some cars are stored. We have over there a Lamborghini Urus Novitec, which they actually built yesterday in one day. That's amazing. Then we have 2 Rolls-Royce, another Urus, and then behind there we have a Koenigsegg Nevera, which tomorrow when we go to the airport we will create beautiful content that I'm sure you will all enjoy. So yeah, let's check the cars out, and in about an hour's time the Nevera will come and I'll see you back then. So the brand is not actually pronounced Rimac, it's pronounced Rimac, but I'm guilty of pronouncing it wrong constantly. I'm just used to calling it Rimac. But anyway, also the Rimac Nevera was originally called C2, but was later on changed to Nevera. And Nevera is a typical Croatian storm, a very short but powerful, full of lighting, an instant storm. And what other stuff? The car starts at 2 million euros and only 150 units will be produced. Each car has 1,914 horsepower that we'll be testing out tomorrow in an airfield. And also, something very special about the Rimac Nevera is the fact that everything 100% is done by Rimac. No external pieces come from any other company or any other car. It all is fully made by Rimac, which is something very special. And also the brand started like 10 years ago, which is amazing. All what they've achieved in just a little over 10 years. Incredible.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
surprises me is the fact that this is a hypercar, but it's elegant as well as sporty. Normally in a hypercar it's just extremely sporty. This car is extremely sporty, extremely elegant. I am amazed how good this looks. So let's get on with the exterior of the car, then we'll go inside. First thing, if you hear loud noise, this is the car. It's been for quite a long time turned on. So there's probably the air cooling system or the batteries. They're making a bit of a battle. But anyway, the first very interesting part of this car, here you find air vent. All air vents in this car are fully functional. They all work. And what we see over here is an air vent that gives air to the batteries and all the filters to make sure they don't heat up. We are in Barcelona and it's extremely hot, especially outside. So what it does is it covers up the air vent and it has its own air system inside to cool the batteries and everything. So if we come to the side part of the car, what we see is this very distinguished design feature. You see here, and it closes off over here. This, we find it in the Concept 1, Concept 2, and obviously the Nevera. And this is to show the brand's hometown or home country. Rimac comes from Croatia. And I don't know quite in depth the history, but this is meant to be a bow tie here, a bow tie to represent back in, I think it's the 17th century. So the Croatian soldiers, they used to tie their scarf in a certain way that later on used to be a bow tie. So they've given this distinguished feature as a bit of a background to their country. Then over here we have 3 LED lights. Apart from looking really good, they have a purpose. First purpose is when you're charging the car, it lets you know how full or how charged up your batteries are. And also when you buy it, you can choose what color or what design to go for. So say you want red or blue or green or whatever light you want, as well as choosing a flag. So you can have the Croatian flag, you can put your Italian, your Spanish, your United Kingdom, whatever flag you want, you can put it there. Just really cool detail. I personally like these little details. So since we've just mentioned the battery charging, you can charge with a 500 kilowatt charger. This 80% of the batteries in 18 minutes. But actually 500 kilowatts chargers, you won't find them anywhere. So if you use a 50 kilowatt, you would have your 80% battery charged in about 2 hours. But still, pretty cool fact. So if we continue to the back part of the car, we have a beautiful car, no need to say anything else. We see there the Nevera badge, all the exposed carbon fiber. This car actually has the largest monocoque chassis of carbon fiber. Other brands do have similar amount of carbon fiber in their chassis, but the difference with the Rimac is they haven't reinforced it with metal, while other brands do. You only find metal in the front part and the back part of the car, so that makes this car once again another world record beater. Here we would have your boot space, so this lift it up, and you don't have much, but you've got something. And to get the most amount of stuff, to optimize the most amount of your space, Rimac have personalized bags exactly fitted to well, put as many things as possible. So now let's go inside the car and check it out, because it has some very interesting technology functions. So you've just seen I've entered a hypercar in a certain elegant and stylish way. I haven't had any difficulty coming in, and this is why, because all the batteries, you have them behind you, and I believe you also have them in this center console below them, meaning that you don't have an extremely wide door panel or a massive step. You can enter this car in a very decent way. You can also hang yourself here to get up, so that's a plus thing, because it's quite funny to see people getting out these supercars in a very awkward way, but with this car you won't have any problem. So here we have these two main buttons that you can move like this. So they have obviously a very important function. This first button is for the driving modes. You have 4 driving modes. You've got Sport, Cruise, Range, Mode 1, so that means you can personalize say your suspension, your steering, just personalize your drive for the best way for your preferences. Drift mode as well, and track mode. So you have all types of modes. You can drift this car, you heard that right. And also, when you change your mode, the LED lights change. So all the LEDs here, as well as LEDs in the doors, and possibly the lights we talked on before, they also change. So yeah, this would be the modes, and then over here, this would be our powertrain distribution controller. So what this does, it lets you control the amount of torque that you want to have in your rear and in your front wheels. So in this button over here, this would be to control the front wheels, and this to control the rear wheels. Here we have a massive screen, something that I'm very impressed, since most hypercars you don't expect so much technology, it's usually performance focused only. This car has performance, it has comfort, it's got technology. Honestly, it's got everything you would need and more. Very, very surprised. And how I mentioned before, this company is very new. And if they've done this in 10 years, I can't imagine what they'll do in the next decade. So anyway, on this screen, you can obviously have your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and control your lights, your parking, see your cameras, aircon, everything you would imagine. Another thing I just mentioned about the cameras, you do have your basic cameras to when you park, see what you're doing, but also we have a camera up here, and that is that you can record yourself while you're driving. This car has 6 cameras, I believe. So when you are having a track day or you're doing a road trip, you can record your experience and then automatically upload it, if you wish, to YouTube. Really, really cool. You don't have to mount GoPros everywhere like I personally have to do. So this is very, very impressive. And also, something I find quite funny is this car has the smallest glove compartment box ever seen. Literally, it's super tiny. But yeah, I guess you just need your car papers and that's it. And then lastly, to activate launch control, which if you buy this car, you'd probably be using launch control and being an absolute mad person driving with the amount of horsepower and this car has. You only have to do is press the brake, press the throttle, and when you leave, just let go of the brake, and so launch control will automatically activate. You don't have to set up anything. You can even do it in comfort mode, so in whatever mode you can activate launch control. And then also, just for your information, here you've got 2 cup holders which they have been tested for your water bottles not to go everywhere and jump around while you're going 300 kilometers an hour. So they have been tested. And here you can put your phone and charge it up while you're driving.